Lightweights, today I'm going to be reacting to Blade Runner 2049. If you enjoy the reaction, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell button when you do so you know when I post future reaction videos. And if you really enjoy it, you can find the full thing over on Patreon, which is linked in the description below. All right, you guys, here we go. Replicants are bioengineered humans designed by Tyrell Corporation for use off-world. Their enhanced strength made them ideal slave labor. After a series of violent rebellions, their manufacture became prohibited, and Tyrell Corp went bankrupt. The collapse of ecosystems in the mid-2020s led to the rise of industrialist Nyander Wallace, whose mastery of synthetic farming averted famine. Wallace acquired the remains of Tyrell Corp and created a new line of replicants who obey. Okay, so Wallace was who we saw in the short. Many older model replicants, Nexus 8s with open-minded lifespans, survived. They are hunted down and retired. Those that hunt them still go by the name Blade Runner. That was really trippy. I couldn't tell if it was a domed roof at first or if it was a flat circle. My mind could not figure it out till it saw the spire thing in the middle. California, 2049. Oh, that's cool. That's the kind of coat I need in the New York winter. So we know somebody's here. Oh! I'm so glad I watched those shorts! Or short films, or whatever they're called. Hello? Don't kill him.
I hope you don't mind me taking the liberty. I was careful not to drag in any dirt.
I don't mind the dirt. I do mind unannounced visits. You police.
Are you Sapper Morton? Civic number NK68514.
I'm a farmer.
I saw that. What do you farm?
Bugs, grubs, creepy crawlies.
This is a protein farm. Wallace design.
Is that what I smell?
Grow that just for me. Garlic.
Ooh.
Don't try some.
No, thank you. I prefer to keep an empty stomach until the hard part of the day is done.
Don't you dare kill him!
I'm sure you knew it would be someone in time. I'm sorry it had to be me.
Oh, 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 oh. I kind of hate knowing what he did to get himself caught.
Please don't get up.
Please get up and run. Please get up and run. I know you can't breathe, but run anyways. No!
How's it feel killing your own guy?
We don't run. Only older models do.
I didn't realize he was a replicant. I'm caught up now. I don't like you. I don't like you. I should not have. Oh man, I shouldn't have watched. Oh no. We're not starting off on a great foot here. I am not on your side right now. I should have realized he was a replicant when he was taking those hits and okay.
Just him?
Just him.
Come on home for your baseline.
One moment, man.
You killed him and now you're gonna go take his freaking garlic? That's low.
What is that? I'll send a dig team.
What was that? I'm not gonna lie, for a brief second, I was hoping that the mom and the daughter moved there with him and that they hid when they saw the car arriving and that was who dropped the flower. Although the daughter would also be grown now, considering it was 20 years ago, but.
Cells.
Cells.
Why don't you say that 3 times? Within cells interlinked.
Within cells interlinked.
That would fucking make me go crazy. That would drive me mad.
We're done. Constant K. You can pick up your bonus.
Thank you, sir.
Is that snow? What's up, you beautiful tinplate soldier? Nice neighbors you got. Because this is LA, so climate changed.
Okay, you're early. How was your meeting?
The usual.
99.9% detoxified water.
Jesus.
I had an accident at work. I need a drink. You want a drink first?
Praise records? It was #1 on the charts. Just putting on the finishing touches.
Maybe it's ash from the smokestack things? I'm still caught up on the weather.
And yet, Voila. Let's dance.
Do you want to dance or do you want to open your present?
What present?
That's cool.
Our anniversary. Let's just say that it is, okay? Happy anniversary.
What is it?
An emanator.
So she can finally leave the apartment?
Honey, where do you want to go first?
Oh, God. That's cool, but that's also really disturbing. So that, oh my gosh. So that has to be ash then, if it's raining now. It looks like snow though. I'm confused. So now the question is, so they're like a couple. Does she actually like him? Or is that part of her programming?
I'm so happy when I'm with you.
You don't have to say that.
The dig's come through. Get down here.
So weird.
The soil samples indicate that she's been buried for 30 years. Cause of death, Coco?
Fracture through the ilium. Baby must have got stuck.
She was pregnant.
Oh my God.
So he didn't kill her.
She died in childbirth.
His child?
Go back. Closer.
That looks like an emergency C-section. The cuts are clean. No sign of a struggle.
He was a combat medic.
So she died in childbirth and he saved the baby.
So where's the kid? You scanned the whole field.
Just dirt and worms, no other bodies.
Maybe he ate it.
Oh my God. Ugh, I hate humans. We're so annoying. How close can we get? Damn. Wait, she was a replicant too? Replicants can have babies?
That's not possible.
Oh, seems pretty possible to me.
She was a replicant, pregnant.
So what does that make the child then?
The world is built on a wall that separates kind. Tell either side there's no wall, you bought a war or a slaughter.
But why though?
So what you saw didn't happen.
Yes, madam.
Erase everything.
Even the child.
All trace.
I've never retired something that was born before.
Are you telling me no?
I wasn't aware that was an option, madam.
You've been getting on fine without one.
What's that, madam?
A soul.
See, this is just perfect because once again, just like the first film, brings into the question, what makes a human a human? Because based off the behavior of some humans in this film, that sentence didn't have an end to it. That was where I stopped. There's no ending to that thought. It just ended there. I guess the question is next, can you date those bones? Well, you can. So date those bones and how long ago did she pass? Because how old is the kid now? It doesn't necessarily mean.
Because you've never seen a miracle.
Oh, that was the miracle. This music is good. Wallace Corporation, Earth headquarters. Because are we looking for like a 20-year-old? Are we looking for a 5-year-old? What are we looking for?
Confirmation DNA?
I had hair.
Oh, an old one. Pre-blackout.
That was a little before my time.
Photos, files, every bit of data, gone. I mean, we had everything on trial.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was a replicant.
One of the last gens made by Tyrell.
I'm here for Mr. Wallace. I'm Love. Follow me. The outer colonies would never have flourished had he not bought Tyrell. Here.
It's so weird. I don't know. I don't know.
No one's been down here in ages. All our memory bearings from the time. They were all damaged in the blackout.
That's cool. It's kind of pretty.
You've got a little boy. Shows you his butterfly collection. Lost the killjoy.
What the? That's Rachel?
Crawling on your phone.
I'd kill it. Is this testing whether I'm a replicant or a lesbian, Mr. Deckard?
It was unclear what she was, at least to someone. This was a test. We were difficult to spot then.
That was Rachel's body?
Was there anything unusual about how you found her?
You know how people are about old serial numbers. She likes him. She's trying to provoke him.
It is invigorating being asked a personal question. Do you enjoy your work, officer?
Do you want him to feel desire?
Please thank Mr. Wallace for your time.
She's just looking for connection. He shut that down quick. He's got to go date his house.
You worked with Officer Deckard back in the day. What can you tell me about him?
He liked to work alone.
Origami guy! I'm sorry, I don't remember his name.
Any idea how I could contact him?
None. He's retired.
What happened?
Probably got what he wanted, to be alone.
So as Rachel and Deckard had a baby together? Why did Batista have her buried in his backyard then?
Welcome back, sir. You wanted to review the new model, sir, before shipment?
I don't like that she seems so afraid of him.
Can you at least pronounce a child is born? A new model. Well, let us see her then.
This is a dumb question, but can he not just like grow? Clearly he can't. But he can't just grow himself some new eyeballs so he can see? You can grow a whole ass human? That'd be so scary.
It's fascinating. Happy birthday. Now let's have a look at you.
What the hell? Okay, so he can see in other ways, though.
Every leap of civilization was built off the back of a disposable workforce. We lost our stomach for slaves, unless engineered.
We should lose our stomach for those, too.
Empty and salted. Right here. The dead space between the stars is the seed that we must change for heaven.
What?
I cannot breed them. Help me, I have tried. But there is a child. Bring it to me.
Ugh, I hate him. I hate him.
The man with the green jacket, the one who killed Sapper. Find out what he knows.
Wait. That girl in the middle was in a show that I watched. Oh, shoot, what was that called? It was like a post-apocalypse show, and it was very unfortunate because it came out like right around COVID, and it was about a disease that wiped out humanity. And then she was in like a traveling Shakespeare group.
You alone? Jätkan Blade Runner. Mitä se on? Mennään, se on vitu bar. It's okay.
It was a good show. I recommend it.
Wanna buy a lady a cigarette? Oh, you don't even smile.
Didn't you hear your friends? Don't you know what I am?
Yeah, guy eating rice. What's that?
It's a tree.
Never seen a tree before.
It's dead.
Who keeps a dead tree? You're not gonna kill me, are you?
What's your model number?
You don't like real girls. Well, I'm always here.
That thing goes off at the worst time, always. It must feel so quiet and still after like the craziness of the city. Secret passage? Nope. That is cool. Is that a baby sock? How did he see that? Why does he look like he saw a ghost?
You can't take those.
Of course not. Proper channels and paperwork. It's all here. Here you go.
Oh, fuck! Jesus!
Coco is dead. So what do you have for me? Sock?
Burned everything else.
Do you remember anything before you were under me?
I feel a little strange sharing a childhood story, considering I was never a child.
Yeah, that is weird.
I have one about a toy that I had, a wooden horse with an inscription underneath. All I remember is a group of boys trying to take it away from me, so I run.
Why do they all have shaved heads and he doesn't? An age thing, maybe?
I go looking for a place to hide it, and the only place is this dark furnace. Later on, those kids find me, and they beat me to tell them where it is, but I don't.
We're all just looking out for something real.
They're not real?
Shouldn't I get back to work, madam?
Check back in after database.
I guess, like, I'm just naive, and...
Request DNA records, children born 6/10/21, looking for anomalies. Run it raw.
I know I'm naive, but it's like, why finding out that they could conceive, the replicants could conceive and birth children, is that just so catastrophic because it destroys the way of life of treating them like they are lesser than human? Because in your mind, the one distinguishable thing between them and humans is that they can't give birth?
You don't prefer your madam? You didn't like her enough to tell her the truth. 6, 10, and 21.
There's nothing to tell.
What is there to tell, though?
How many times have you told me that story? Your memory. The date carved beneath 6, 10, and 21.
What?
Coincidence?
How?
A dangerous coincidence.
I always knew you were special. Maybe this is how.
He can't be the kid, though, right?
Child of woman born, pushed into the world.
And if it were true, I'd be hunted for the rest of my life by someone just like me.
It's okay to dream a little.
Not if you're us.
I mean, that would be an interesting plot twist, but I don't know if that...
They're identical. Two people can't have identical DNA. One of these isn't real. They were both processed at the Mortal Coal Orphanage. It says the girl died there, and the boy disappears.
So he could be?
You wanna go for a ride?
But then he would have more memories. He would have memories of that, though. Now leaving Greater Los Angeles. Los Angeles Municipal Waste Processing, San Diego District. That's a lot of waste.
Buckle up.
Oh, shit. Who's shooting at him? What the hell? Well, that's not good. He's being entirely too calm. Oh, thanks, car. Appreciate it. She genuinely does seem upset. Maybe it is more than just programming. God damn!
Stay back.
What is going on right now? Oh.
Fire again. Fire.
Jesus! That was love, right?
200 feet to the east. Fire.
What a diva. While she's getting her nails done. All right.
Fire. Stop. Zoom in. Closer. Come on. Get up. Do your fucking job. Find the child.
Thanks, I guess.
Watch the car.
It will be interesting if he does end up being the child, because he would be fully flesh and blood then, but he still acts so robotic. Like he tries to act robotic. Not that he actually is, but like he tries to keep this level-headed demeanor and act like he doesn't feel anything. And that's clearly not true, but that's the persona he tries to show to the world. So it'd be interesting if he was actually not like a created replicant, but a born. What would you even call that? Only the girls have hair. In that memory, that's a girl. Why does he have that memory? I swear to God, only the girls have hair. If this is the orphanage from his memory, I'm so confused.
You're in here to work, and if you're not working, I don't need you. I don't need any of you.
Making him work in a fucking sweatshop.
But it's work. It's work that molds them into a child worth having.
I don't like this.
So come on now.
How do they normally treat them when they do something like that? Because that is a learned response.
I'm not buying. A little boy came through here about 30 years back.
But he wasn't a boy.
Legitimate placements, private sales, everything.
Don't keep records that far back.
You don't.
I don't. Sorry.
What are you on?
Can't help you.
You can't?
Nope.
Okay, then I'll shoot you.
I think you can. I think someone like you keeps a long memory. Now you can tell me what you remember. I can put a hole right here and take a look.
Oh, he's taking this personally. I just don't understand why he would have a memory that's not, like, why would they implant him with a memory that's not his? Unless that memory is faulty and it's not the same as this, which I guess is possible. But that feels like, it just feels like something they intentionally wanted us to notice. Tell me he's gonna go look for the horse. He's gonna go look for the horse and it's gonna be there.
It's gone. It's the entire year.
Someone was good at covering their tracks. He's like, I'm getting out of here while I'm still alive. I guess I'm just hung up on the fact of, like, if the memory is real, why was he the only boy with hair? Because you can't tell me that was an oversight. If the memory is fake, that's just such a very specific and weird memory to implant for no reason. So what is the reason that the memories from the actual child were implanted into him? And how would that even work? How would that even happen? I mean, as if the horse is there, I'm gonna it's gotta be, right? It's gotta be. But what does it mean? I'm definitely gonna be disappointed if it's not, though. Is it gonna be there? No, the cloth is there. No. Okay, so we've established it's a real memory. It just still doesn't make sense, though.
You're special.
Stop. How do I know if a memory is an implant or not?
Who makes the memories?
And who do you even go to ask about that? Because you can't go ask love. That's not information you want them to know about you.
Dr. Anastaline?
A visitor. Nice to meet you, officer. The compromised immune system. What can I help you with?
Ugh, that's awful.
Thought you might be able to help me with the case.
Oh, that's the most interesting thing I've been offered to help with. Do you mind if I work while you talk? I promise I hear every word.
That's really cool.
I love birthday parties.
What makes your memories so authentic?
I was locked in a sterile chamber at 8, so if I wanted to see the world, I had to imagine it.
That's awful.
Wallace needs my talent to maintain a stable product. It's illegal to use real memories.
How can you tell the difference?
They all think it's about more detail. That's not how memory works. You recall with our feelings. Anything real should be a mess. I can show you. Now, think about the memory you want me to see. Not even that hard, just picture it.
She can read his memory? That's cool. As someone who notoriously has an awful memory, especially my childhood, I can't remember most of it. For not laughable reasons, but whenever I do have a clear memory, I always have to question if it's something that I filled in the blanks fake with or if it actually happened.
Someone lived this, yes. This happened.
I know it's real.
But now the question is, do we know it's his or was it implanted? And if it was implanted into him, why?
Just drop your gun and keep your hands where I can see them.
What?
Scans said you didn't look like you on the inside, miles off your baseline.
I found the kid. He was set up like a standard replicant put on a service job, and it's done what you asked.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I know they're replicants, but you gave them fake memories and you want them to act human, but then you don't give them time to just decompress and...
I can help you get out of the station alive, but you have 48 hours to get back on track. Surrender your gun and badge, and your next baseline test is out of my hands.
And expect them to just, respond normally to their baseline test. It's like, hello, we're experiencing emotions and shit, too. Is she following him?
You were right about everything.
You liked her, I could tell. She's real.
You're a special lady here.
How is this going to work exactly?
Let's do it.
What? Weird.
Look at you.
Quiet, now I have to sing.
That's so weird. How the hell do they film this? That's so cool. That would be so confusing. This is so trippy. Ah. Okay, but now what's she gonna do? Because she was originally hired to figure out what he knows, right? So is she gonna go snooping through his stuff? Can't frickin' trust anybody. Why did that catch your attention?
It's from a tree. I'm done with you.
Oh, it's from a tree.
You can go now.
Quiet now. I've been inside you. Not so much there as you think.
Damn, that was unnecessarily rude.
They'll be coming after me soon.
Can you fake it?
I'm coming with you, but not like this. You have to delete me from the console.
I can't do that. If anything happens to this, that's it. You're gone.
Yes, like a real girl.
Oh.
Please, I want this, but I can't do it myself. Break the antenna.
I'm glad she thought of that, because I wouldn't have. Wait, what the? It was a unicorn.
Just want to find out where it's from. Heat analysis. Life.
What is it?
Guess we're about to find out.
What the hell happened to Vegas?
Too dark in here.
No. Well, hello to you too. Hello to you too.
Where is he? I have no idea. He's off duty. Check around.
I checked.
You're too late. It's gone. He destroyed it.
It.
Everything about it. Well, except for the box of bones that you already took, which I'll wager wasn't enough. Here you are.
Ow.
You tiny thing. For fear of great change, you can't hold the tide with a broom.
Except that I did.
Well, you didn't, actually.
You're so sure. Because he told you. Because we never lie. I'm gonna tell Mr. Wallace you tried to shoot me first. So I had to kill you.
Holy shit. Oh. I think she's been with Wallace for too long.
Location Officer KD 6-3.7.
So who is that other girl working with? Like, who is that older lady with the umbrella? There are so many shots in this film that are just so beautiful. A bee? Okay, well, somebody's definitely here then. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Ah! No thanks. No thanks. Vintage casino? Who the hell is here? Hello? That's a lot of liquor. Not gonna lie, I was expecting somebody to be right there with a gun. So that when he rounded the corner, it was gonna be like that. Is that a dog? Good puppy.
Mightn't happen to have a piece of cheese about you now, would you, boy?
Treasure Island?
He reads. That's good. Me too. Many is the night I dream of cheese. What are you doing here?
I heard the piano.
Don't lie. It's rude. You're a cop.
I'm not here to take you in.
Then what?
I just have some questions.
What questions?
Oh!
Stay.
Why would he give his kid up, though? Because you can't tell me that orphanage is safer than being with you. Oh! Fuck! Dude, I keep getting jump scared. Jesus! How does he know he's there? Oh, he still got it. Oh.
Look.
Listen here, old man.
But you're not making it easy.
I got questions, and you're gonna answer them. Why did you just stand there and take it? What are we doing?
I like this song.
Me too. I sang the song at a wedding.
We could keep it this or we could get a drink.
We're gonna start it with a drink. We had to get a couple shots and both bullet shots and punch shots in first. Now we're gonna take tequila shots.
I'll take the drink. This is really something.
Whole town was something. One time. Forget your troubles. See a show.
What a good doggo.
Win some money, lose some money. I made money seem like candy. You like whiskey?
What? That cannot be good for it.
Is it real? I don't know. Ask him.
I love that answer.
Got a name?
Officer KD6-3.
That's not a name. That's a serial number.
Don't say Joe.
All right, Joe.
What do you want, Joe?
I want to ask you some questions.
Like what?
Like, what was her name? The mother of your child. What was she like? You two live here together?
Too many questions.
What's her name?
Rachel.
What happened to the kid? Who put it in the orphanage? You didn't even meet your own kid? Why?
Because that was the plan. I showed them how to scramble the records, cover their tracks.
What?
Then the blackout came, paved over everything. Couldn't have found the child if I tried.
Did you want to?
I didn't want our child found. Sometimes to love someone, you gotta be a stranger.
So he can't even tell him who his kid is either, though. That's not very helpful.
The strangers.
There's no one in the place except you and me to the end.
Oh.
A soul. Make it one. And one more for the road.
Sing it, Frank. I love that raincoat. It's so cute.
What'd you do? Who'd you bring?
No one.
Oh, yeah?
How can you see anything in that?
Target locked.
They know you're here.
I came alone.
Maybe don't stand in the window. Oh, shit! Ugh. Not the dog. He was living his life peacefully until you showed up. Oh, God. Oh! God damn.
Bad dog.
Oh, Jesus!
Stop!
She should not have done that.
I do hope you're satisfied with our product.
I love you.
Ah! I have goosebumps! Who is this group? What do you want with me? That was a cool transition. That was so cool. He has to be hurting.
Hey, there's someone who wants to meet you. You can trust us.
How do I know that, though?
This is Fraser.
I recognize you. Did you help him hide the child?
I was there. I saw a miracle delivered. We hid the child and made a vow to keep our secret. If a baby can come from one of us, we are
More human than humans.
I want to free our people.
Damn. There's so many. Look at them.
If you want to be free, join us. You led Wallace to Deckard. You must kill Deckard. Deckard only wanted his baby to be safe, and she is.
I fucking knew it. But who is she?
Rachel had a daughter. With my own eyes, I saw her come. I dressed her in blue when it was time for her to go.
It was a boy that you hid.
That is just a piece of the puzzle.
I can't imagine how heartbroken he is right now.
You imagined it was you. You did. We all wish it was us. That's why we believe.
How did he get the memory then?
Someone lived this, yes.
I showed him how to scramble the records, cover their tracks.
With my own eyes, I saw her come.
There's a bit of every artist in their work.
She did it? That's why she's crying? I would not be able to walk across those planks without falling into the water. I'd fall into the water every day. There's no way.
I have wanted to meet you for so very long. You are a wonder to me, Mr. Deckard. The child. I need the child. Remembered Rachel, heeded her, and opened her womb.
So does that mean that the memory maker girl is the actual daughter? And she was crying because she was remembering the memory? But then why would she put her own memories into...
Is it the same now as then? The moment you met her? All these years you looked back on that day. I know you know something. Help me, and very, very good things can come to you.
No way he talks.
You don't have children, do you?
I have millions. Pain reminds you the joy you felt was real. Do not be afraid.
Oh, no. That's fucked up.
An angel made again for you.
I mean, you can't perfectly replicate the personality, though, right? So... How did they get her to look so perfect? Holy shit.
Did you miss me? Don't you love me?
Her eyes were green.
Oh! Jesus! You can reuse it for something else?
I have everything I need to make you talk. You do not know what pain is yet. You will learn.
Hello, handsome.
Can you imagine just having fully nude hologram billboards just everywhere you went?
You look lonely.
That was a beautiful shot.
You look like a good Joe.
So why are her eyes all black and this Joy's eyes were normal?
Dying for the right cause is the most human thing we can do.
Because you've never seen a miracle.
Shit's about to go down!
You are entering Los Angeles Airport restricted airspace. 4XD confirmed.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Where are we going?
Home.
That answered my question, but also didn't really help at all. So, follow-up question, where is home?
Can we make it?
We're too low!
Take us back!
Interesting that this movie, I'm assuming we're getting towards the end, is in the rain, and the ending of last movie was also in the rain.
Get us up.
You might want to get out. Oh! That was a good shot. Shoot her again. She's not dead. Where was she shot? Oh, fuck. Oh. Okay, meanwhile, he's gonna drown in there. Can you not walk out? Like, are you connected to the chair? Oh, yeah, he is. Ouch. He barely even flinched.
I'm the best one.
If you have to say you're the best one, though, you're not the best one. Hate to break it to you. He just came at her like a freaking Jaws. I didn't even see him. Let's not drag this out. Get it over with. Just be done with it. We don't have time for this. I would have already drowned. I can't hold my breath long enough for that. I already would have been dead. He was shot in the gut, stabbed in the gut. He already had been punctured in the gut, or stabbed in the kidney or something. He's been through a lot, and now he's swimming back to shore, holding his breath in the water. It's impressive.
Should have let me die out there.
You did. You drowned out there.
Except for when they go
to meet your daughter now.
When they go find the body's not gonna be there. So if the daughter really is the girl that made the memories, it's interesting. So they put her there right under of everybody who would be looking for her. And that's brilliant. But also how awful for her. She was told her whole life that she had this be secluded from everybody because of her health. And she probably is actually fine. They just did that to keep her safe. I guess maybe not, but...
All the best memories are hers.
Why? What am I to you?
Go meet your daughter.
You okay?
Nope. He just died there all alone.
Just a moment. Beautiful, isn't it?
I should have realized right away because she kind of looks like Rachel. I should have realized right away. Oh my God, that's how it ends? Really? Oh man. Let's see if there's a little scene or anything. Is that, wait, what is this? I think I saw something. Maybe it's nothing, but just in case, we're gonna check it out. Oh, no. Okay, well, we had to check. That was so good, yay! That was really good. That was really good. Whenever you have a sequel to a film that you loved, I always go into it a little nervous. If it's an immediate sequel, it's less nerve-wracking. But with such a long amount of time between these two films, I was definitely nervous. And I had only heard good things, so I figured it wasn't going to be bad, but just because it's good doesn't mean I'm going to like it. You know what I mean? One of the things I loved so much about the first Blade Runner was how it felt so philosophical. I think I mentioned like it'd be really cool to have a psychology through film course. And I think I did like a deep dive on my thoughts of like what it meant to be human and how the film felt like it broached the topic of what is a human? What does it mean to be human? Are replicants not human because they're not born of flesh and blood? Are they human because they experience the same emotions as us? All that stuff. That was my favorite thing about that film. Obviously, there was a lot of really good things, but that was what made the film so intriguing to me. So replicating that, no pun intended, it made me a little nervous whether or not they'd be able to do that with this. And I think they did. I really think they did, in a couple of different ways too, which is really exciting. The first one being with Joy's character. So with Joy, I think at the very beginning I said, does she actually feel that way? Or is she programmed to say those things? And kind of throughout the film, they showed us, in my interpretation, I feel like she felt that way. Especially when she was dying, when she was about to, I'm not even going to air quote that. When she was about to be killed. The fact that she was so scared and the last thing she said was, I love you. Now, granted, sure, that could still be in her programming. Based off the billboards, they're meant to keep you happy and say what you want to hear and do what you want them to do. So yes, that could still be in her programming. But the fact that she, I don't know, it just didn't feel that way. It didn't feel that way. And then it kind of leads into the point of like, sorry, telemarketer call. Very similar to the first film. Like, sure, she is a hologram or whatever she is technically, but she still has human qualities. And is she, like, are those feelings her own? Are they not? Does it even matter? It's just interesting because I feel like she genuinely had feelings for, I'm going to call him Kay. I can't call him Joe. I can't do it. It seems like she genuinely had feelings for Kay, but I could see other people making an argument like, no, that was her programming. That was her program. That was the point of her. She was created to make you think that she thought that she cared about you. But there were just little moments where it genuinely seemed like she cared. Maybe that just shows she was a really good product. But to me, it still felt like she was self-aware, felt like she had human qualities to her, even though she wasn't physically there at all. And then on top of that, you also have Kay, which I do think it's interesting that they had his name be Joe. I was going to try to get to that later, but since I just brought it up, I'm going to say it now, even though it doesn't make sense in the timeline of like how I came to this. But it's interesting that his name is Joe because he's just like an average Joe. Like the name is nothing special. It's like, no offense to anybody named Joe. I have a lot of friends named Joe. Okay. But it's not like it's a quote unquote normal name. It's a common name. It's especially like in the US, that's you can yell Joe and someone's going to turn around, right? It's not like the name of like the special child. You know what I mean? So I think it's interesting that they went with a name that is quote unquote normal for a character who is just Joe. He's just Joe. He thought he was the special child, and he wasn't. He's a replicant, but he's just Joe. He's a police officer. He's living his life. He's just Joe. So I do think that was intentional, but I still hate it, so I'm going to call him Kay. Again, no offense to my Joes out there, okay? I'm not hating on your name. I just wish they went with a name that started with K, since his ID started with K. Anyways, that's besides the point. But that leads me into the fact that he was a really interesting character because he was obviously a replicant and like a replicant through and through, not born, created. But it was interesting watching his character develop because at the beginning, he's very much just like, he was very robotic. He was very much a replicant. He didn't show emotion. He barely even showed when he was hurt, like physically or emotionally. He was just very replicant. And sometimes it seemed like he was trying really hard to give that persona, and that wasn't necessarily how, like, he was feeling things inside, but he didn't think he was allowed to feel them, so he didn't show that. But also in a lot of ways, that just seemed like he had feelings for Joy, and that was it. Nothing else. But then when he started to question whether or not he could be human, that's when you start to see those emotions come out. That's when, I don't know if he was embracing the fact that he was allowed to feel those emotions because he was born. I think before I said when he found out he was human. I don't even know what you qualify as at that point. But when he thought he was born of flesh and blood and not created replicant from the factory, you start to see him expressing those emotions, and you start to see him give into his humanity a little bit more. But then he finds out that he's not that child. He is just a replicant. But that genie's already out of the bottle. That's still you. Nothing magically changed. Those feelings and those emotions are still there. You are still feeling them. Just because you're suppressing them or not hasn't changed anything. That is still you. So then you just see his character kind of develop and shift, and like, it's really cool because that's him. That's been him this whole film. But he's finally embracing who he is. He's finally letting himself go, and it's because he thought he was human. But that was just him. Which again leads to the question, what makes a human a human? He was born, or he was created in a factory, born from a bag of slime. And yet, when he thought he was born, he was still acting just like any other human. So what makes a human and him not, and the other replicants not? Those other replicants clearly all feel, they obviously all think, they all have ways of, like, opinions and ways they feel about things. And sure, some drink the Kool-Aid more than others, and some stay in line the way that they are supposed to, and others question things. But that's also humanity. So this film also did a great job of asking those same questions. Why is Wallace a human, but Joe not? How are they any different? Because if you just looked at their actions, Wallace seems like the replicant robot. And Joe, or even I don't know her name, but like the girl that was pretending to be Joy so that they could have physical contact, or Dave Bautista's character at the beginning, all of them act way more human than Wallace did. So what makes a human a human? Is it just the fact that you were born? And again, you have the other interesting part where Madam, whatever her name was, says we can't let this get out or the whole wall will crumble. We are built on a wall, us and them, humans and others. And really what it boils down to is if people find out that the replicants can birth just like we can, our whole system of slavery is now gone and ruined, which leads to a lot of other really interesting conversations about the history of our world and how humans do view people in categories. And I highly recommend, if you haven't, looking into the whole idea of race, because that leads into lots of interesting conversations. I'm not trying to get political here. People always get angry as soon as I mention anything. I'm not getting political here. But that being said, one of the things that I learned about in my courses for education and in my courses for history was the fact, not the opinion, the fact that race is a social construct. There is no genetic difference that says you are this and you are this in terms of race. There is less genetic diversity. Now, this is where I need to fact check. I might be remembering this wrong. But if I remember correctly from my courses, there is less genetic diversity between humans, like of every race, than there are between fruit flies. So all of that leads into, again, it would be really cool to have a philosophy, psychology through film course, because all of that leads into the us versus them mentality, which really fits with our society and how a lot of people view society in our worlds, us versus them, whether it be like US versus Canada or race versus race, or everything has to be categorized and grouped and other versus. And you see that in this as well. And I think that's really just fascinating from a sociology, psychology, philosophy standpoint. But all of that is to say, the conversations that I loved about the first Blade Runner, they were able to bring into this Blade Runner and add upon and expand upon them. And it didn't just feel like they were just redoing the original movie. So I thought that was really fascinating, and I really loved that. I also loved... Okay, I've got 2 quotes that I wrote down. The first one was when Joe... I said I'm not going to call him Joe, and I keep calling him Joe. The first one was when Joe was like, is it real? Regarding the dog. And, is it Decker or Deckard? Hold on. Deckard. Deckard's character says, I don't know, ask him. Again, tying into that question of what makes you a human? Does it matter? If you view yourself as a human, sure. If you view yourself as a dog, you are. Like, what says you're not? What says you're not? Just little things like that all tied in really nicely. And then the other one I wrote down is, dying for the right cause is the most human thing we can do. And then what did he do? I'm assuming, I guess we don't know for a fact. We didn't see after. We just saw him lay on the steps, but it looked like he had his final shuddering breath and his eyes were open as we zoom away. So I'm assuming Joe passed away on those steps. And he died doing the right thing. He saved Deckard. He brought Deckard to his daughter. He reunited them. He did the right thing. He did the human thing. So again, tying into the question, what makes a human a human? And why is Joe not a human? Or is he a human? Because it's the most human thing he can do. He followed his heart. He did what he thought was right. He did what he believed in. And that's, like the quote says, dying for a cause is the most human thing you can do. And that's what he did. I think that's beautiful. I thought the movie overall was beautiful. I loved the way they did the lighting. I loved a bunch of the transitions they did. I felt like you could pause a bunch of scenes and have it be a really cool wallpaper, especially the one which, and I do think I've seen this before, but with like the giant Joy, where I think she was like pointing. That in particular was beautiful. But there was a bunch of scenes like with just the coloring, and they would like almost, it looked like it could be screenshots. Also, I loved how the soundtrack, some of the songs felt like they were taken straight out of the original film, especially that song in the end very much felt like that same vibe. But then it also had a new twist on it. There was like more like, I don't know what the word is, but like to it. That's the technical definition. It was just, they took the music from the original and they made it the same but different, which I really enjoyed. And I was close, but when we were watching Joe on his rescue mission to save Deckard, I was like, oh, I think we're at the end and this scene is raining and the end of the original film was raining. I thought that would have been really cool. But then we did have the next scene after, but that's fine. But still, you had like moments of that felt like they were callbacks to the original film. And I really enjoyed that. So overall, I thought this was amazing. I definitely loved it. It felt like a love letter to the original while also standing on its own and being just as good, in my opinion, as the original. I loved it. I thought it was great. So I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Thank you so much for watching and have an amazing day. Oh, I forgot. Subscribe to the channel. Duh. Hit that bell button when you do so you know when I post future videos. And if you really like the reaction, you can find the full thing over on Patreon, which is linked in the description below. Now you may go have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching.